This video is sponsored by Digital. Digital is a creator tokenizing art and music into NFTs. Check out his website at danky.art. And don't forget to sign up to his newsletter to keep up to date with everything he's creating. Thanks for the sponsorship. Hello and welcome to Blockchain Gaming World, the YouTube channel all about blockchain games. Please subscribe if you haven't already. So the video today is back with F1 Delta Time, so the official Formula One licensed game from Animoca Brands that's been slowly rolling out additional features over the past few months. So we've had a look previously at staking. This is just showing you the staking screen. So you can stake any cars you're not using, and you can get back some of this rev token. So ERC20 token runs on the Ethereum blockchain, as the game does. You can see here I'm staking 2 cars and I'm generating 32.6 rev a day. That's about 50 US cents. Obviously that depends on the price of rev against the dollar, which is currently going down. And so far I've earned 126.4 rev, which is about $3. Which I can claim now, but obviously gas fees being what they are, I'm gonna wait. So this has been live for a couple of weeks now. You can only stake your cars, and you can stake them as long as possible, and then you gain this rev currency. But there is a new thing that's just been launched a couple of days ago. I had some problems actually getting it to work, but this is Elite. So the Elite option is a kind of a combination of this staking and the time trial that has been live for a while. So with the time trial, this has been it's like a mini game really. So the full game's not live yet, but this mini game's been around probably for 4 months, I would think, maybe even longer. And with this mini game, every day there's a new track to race, and you if you need at least a car and a driver and tyre, and you basically race this lap. So you basically choose your setup, you hit play, you get 1 free go a day. If you want to have any more goes, you have to buy them basically, but you have a go, and you see your fastest lap. So you can see here today my fastest lap was 1 minute 29 seconds. The fastest lap anyone's ever done is 1 minute 23. This account is pretty well known for people with F1 Delta Time. This was someone who spent over 100 ETH buying one of the high-end Apex cars. So the time trial happens every day, and the people at the top of the leaderboard get some kind of rewards. I have not been anywhere near the top of the leaderboard. We can see here, I don't know, I'm going to be listed here. No, I'm not going to be listed. Oh, okay, that's tier. I would be, oh no, no, I'm not in this one. And the elite option, if we go to here, is it is a bit confusing actually. I was kind of surprised that it was confusing to actually see how it worked. But basically, this is an elite option of the time trial. So it's the same, as you can see, it's the same track that you race along. But to get to the elite version, which has better rewards, you have to stake some of this rev token, and there are 3 different tiers. So there's a tier A, a tier B, and a tier C, and to get access to the tier A reward pool, you have to have 1 million of these rev tokens. Tier B is 500,000 and tier C 100,000. Now that's the reward pool. That's the reward pool, sorry. So yeah, that's it's because these numbers are the same. So to get access to the tier C pool, sorry, you need 10,000 rev and 50,000 and 100,000. Right, yeah, that's what you need to stake to get into them, and this is the reward pool that you gain access to for doing that. I'm actually I staked. It doesn't really show it very well on this. On this kind of interface, but I staked 10,000 of these rev tokens to get access to the tier C reward pool, and the tier C reward pool means you can only use the common vehicles. So there's a whole one of the big kind of parts of the game is you have items at different rarities. So we can see here I've got 24 items in this game, NFTs. 6 of them are common, 18 are rare, none are epic, none are legendary, and none are apex. Obviously these are much more expensive. So in the time trial, when I do racing on that, I use let's have a look. So I use this setup. So this is using the rare NFTs I've got. You can see here I've got the car, it's a rare car, all the items on it are also rare. I've got a driver, and all the items they're on are rare. And then I choose whatever tyres I want, and all the tyres I've got are also rare. I ended up spending quite a lot of money doing that, and I never win anything, but it's just an experiment. But also, if I go to my second team, so this is my common team. I've only got a few different bits. I've only got a power unit and a turbocharger and a car, and the driver I think just has a suit, doesn't have gloves or helmet or anything like that. For this elite thing, I have to stake 10,000 rev. That's when I bought it was about $200. It's less than that now, I would imagine. It's probably more like $140, I think, $150. And that gives me access to the tier C pool, winning pool. But in order to do that, I can only use the common cars. So in order to play it, I have to equip my choose a team. So we see if I chose this rare option, then I can only enter tier B. And I have to stake 50,000. I had to stake 50,000 rev for that, and I've staked 10,000. So that was a kind of confusing thing. That wasn't made very clear to me when I was kind of reading about this. And with a lot of blockchain things, I think they make things kind of complicated, not for no reason. Obviously, they have this tiering system to stop people kind of using very high-end cars, and obviously most people don't have access to all that rev and all these high-end NFTs. So in order to race, I have to select my my common team. So we can see here I've got my common car, my common driver. I can't use this set of tyres because they're rare. So I have to use my. I've only got one common tyre. That's the wet tyre. So I equip that. So now we can see I can play that. We can see here it shows now I've currently staked 10,000 rev. I get that back. So this elite thing, this elite option runs over 2 weeks. And at the end of that time, I'll get back my staked rev tokens. Obviously, this is good for the developer because it means people are locking up their rev tokens and not potentially selling them. So I can play this one now because I've staked the right amount. So when I play it, it looks like I can play as many times as I like. On the time trial version, you just get one go, then you have to pay for more. On the elite version, it seems like you can have as many goes as you want. At least it's the third go I've had, and you can kind of. It's not deterministic. So the first time I did it, I think it was 1 minute 43. The second time I did it was 1 minute 41. So there is a kind of random element. Obviously, you're not going to go faster and faster and faster the more you do it. There's going to be, I guess, just a range of values you're going to hit. This is how basically this mini game works. You don't see anything going on. You just see these kind of prompts. That's not how the main game's going to work, at least as I believe it. That will be a bit more interactive, or at least a bit more interesting. So my lap time here was 1 minute 41, 87. So I went a little bit faster, and we can see here I now rank number 40. So I'm the 40. I've got the 40th fastest time in tier C, which is nothing to be very impressed about. We can see here in this tier C option, the fastest. So in tier, so the fastest person is JC37, but he's running in tier A, so he's running with very high-end NFTs. And in tier C, which is the one I'm running in, the fastest time is 1 minute 31.2, and then you can see me ranked for this course and also for this week. So, in a sense, the elite option is nothing very different from what we've been playing in terms of the time trial. The difference is the reward structure is a lot more generous, but obviously you're paying a lot more in terms of this staking mechanic, because you have to go and spend quite a lot of money if you haven't got the rev already. I guess some people already have the rev because they've been you got rewarded with some rev depending on how much you'd spent in the initial crate sale. So this 500 rev I've got up here, if you see in the top right hand corner, that I got given that because I bought a one crate. So if people spent a lot of money buying crates, they would probably have a lot of rev. And I guess with the blockchain kind of thing, some people have a lot of value, and you need to give them options in order to use that value in a constructive manner. So I guess that's why this tiering system has happened. And at least, you know, with F1 Delta Time, they are trying new things all the time. I think it's interesting from that point of view, the kind of features that they are adding, and certainly they didn't expect to be doing this when they came up with the game, I don't think. Kind of a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. This is something kind of fairly new they brought in to see how it works. But I guess now we are also waiting for the full game to at some point be released. Because yeah, that's kind of what the promise was, and it's just taken longer than anyone would have expected. Anyway, so that's F1 Delta Time. It's still kind of cruising around. It's pretty slick for what it is, but not the most interactive game at the moment. Hopefully that will come, and I think it is interesting. These staking options that we're seeing. Not many blockchain games do this at the moment. I guess we're going to see more of that over time. Staking in general is a good mechanic to stop people selling things off, and then that stops obviously the price of in-game items decreasing, which tends to happen in these economies unless you can force people not to give them good things to do with their assets that they're not using. So staking is good for that. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Blockchain Gaming World, all about the world of blockchain games. So if you're interested in that, please do subscribe. But thanks for watching, and see you again soon.